Here's my top 5 dried herbs. I like bay leaf, great in soups and stews and things like that. It's one of the herbs, the dried herbs you're going to want to fish out of your soup or stew before you eat it. Not very tasty. And also I would say to people, when it says to put in one, add an extra one, because it seems to be kind of an unsung hero of many of those dishes. The other one I love is Italian seasoning. Why? Because it's going to save you from having to buy oregano and basil and marjoram and all the other ones. So if you buy Italian seasoning, you kind of get it all together. Next, I am going to do oregano. Now, I know there's oregano in Italian seasoning, but I like oregano specifically because it's got a very unique flavor. It's delicious, particularly with Greek dishes and lamb, and also a little sprinkling on pizza. Fantastic. Next, we have thyme. This is, I think, one of the granddaddies of the dried herb world. You can also get it fresh, but I'm not an herb snob, I promise. Sometimes it's just great to have dried available when you need it. Now, when you are going to use dried herbs versus fresh herbs, if it's in a recipe, you always want to use at least half less if you're using a dried herb. So if a recipe calls for 2 teaspoons of fresh herb, you're going to use 1 teaspoon, or even a little bit less than 1 teaspoon of a dried herb. And finally, this is my all-time favorite dried herb, and that is tarragon. I love tarragon. It's fantastic in any kind of chicken dish. And also, if you didn't know this, tarragon is the herb that's in béarnaise sauce, which who doesn't love a filet with béarnaise sauce on the side? So those are my 5 favorite dried